Hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and man, I am continuing my 31 days of horror movie reviews, and unfortunately, the Halloween franchise was still going with Halloween Resurrection. Fuck. This is a 2002 film that was directed by Rick Rosenthal, and after the hugely successful Halloween H2O, it's no surprise that the studio wanted to do a sequel. But why? Why? The story was perfect, the ending was perfect the way that it was. You couldn't have capped off this series any better. But no, they decided to do it again. They brought Jamie Lee Curtis back just to kill her off at the very beginning. But then that's when you jump into the actual story, where this reality show is being run by Buster fucking Rhymes. He's here. He has these college kids coming into this house, the original Michael Myers house from over 20 years ago, and they have to spend the night in this house. That's sort of the challenge. And they have cameras hooked up to them. You're following along. You get to watch online. It's this whole reality experience. But of course, Michael has come back home, and he sees these people here, and he decides to kill them one by one. Fuck this movie! God damn it! For so many reasons. There are so many people to blame for this. Rick Rosenthal is just one person. He's the director. He had a lot of the say in the decisions, sure. But let's not forget the writers. Larry Brand and Sean Hood. Fuck you, the both of you. I cannot believe that either one of you, any one of you, thought it was a good idea to kill Laurie Strode in the first not even 10 minutes of this movie. Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, a character who we followed at this point over 20 years. You saw her journey, you saw everything, how she was so closely tied into Michael Myers, and in the last movie showed how tortured she was for years and years keeping the secret, and how she tried to move on. She grew to be so strong, only to kill her off, only to show her in this mental hospital, and she's been living out there because she knows Michael. You find out, because you're probably wondering, how the fuck did Michael Myers survive getting his head cut off? There's no coming back from that. And one could think, oh, Halloween Resurrection? Maybe he comes back from the dead. You know what? As dumb as that sounds, that would have been better than the explanation they give. The explanation they give is that somehow, some way, Michael Myers knew. He somehow knew that shenanigans was going to go down at the end of the last movie. So he decided to break the throat and trachea of this EMT worker, this paramedic, switch outfits with him, put his mask onto that person, even though I swear their body and size don't match, but okay, fine. So Jamie Lee Curtis cut the head off of a random innocent person, thinking it was Michael Myers, and it wasn't. How the fuck Michael Myers knew to switch bodies is beyond me. How very convenient. How convenient indeed. So she's been out here waiting for him. He, of course, shows up. They have a confrontation. And at first you think, wow, she's going to outsmart him. They're on the roof. She has this booby trap. She has him hanging upside down. She has him dead to rights until she pulls a dumb mistake, wanting to take the mask off to make sure. And then he grabs her and stabs her. He stabs her. She gives him a weird kiss in the mouth. Says, I'll see you in hell. And he drops her. He drops her off the roof to her death. Fuck you. Strike number one, movie. Jump into your new main character. This girl, Sarah, played by Bianca Kevlich. however you say her last name. And look, I'm not saying this actress is bad. I'm not saying she's horrible or anything like that. I'm just saying as a character, writing wise, she's so not interesting. There's nothing to her character. There's no backstory. There's no family drama. There's nothing. There's nothing to attach yourself to other than you might find her attractive. Other than that, there's nothing. Oh, wait, there is something. She has this kind of sort of online dating relationship with this guy Deckard, who she's never met before, who she doesn't know. You never hear her talk about him to know if she likes the guy. She only says they're friends. But then you cut to him. He's a freshman in high school, some young kid who clearly likes her, and he spends the whole movie just watching her on this reality show, interacting with her, texting her, messaging her to stay away from Michael. And he's played by Ryan Merriman, who's a good actor. I like him. I've seen him in other things. But what? Why did they throw that in there? It's just a random side plot that doesn't really amount to anything, doesn't go anywhere. You don't see them get together as a couple at the end of the movie. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Her friend is Jen, played by Katie Sackhoff, who, this was like one of her very first movies, and she, of course, went on to star in, I think, Battlestar Galactica. I never watched the show, but she got pretty decently famous from that. I know her most from appearing on the Schmoes Know show, so I like her now. I do. At the time, watching her in this movie, you could say she was a little annoying, yelling a lot and doing a lot of things that go, oh, okay. But rewatching it, she's fine. She's fine. She does what she has to do. Other actors, Sean Patrick Thomas, who you guys might remember being in Save the Last Dance and Cruel Intentions. Thomas Ian Nicholas, who I just kept calling him the American Pie dude. He's here. And besides Busta Rhymes, because I will get to Busta motherfucking Rhymes. But Tyra Banks is also in this movie. Tyra Banks, why? Michael Myers, look, is he awful? I guess not really. Do they make him do things out of character? I guess not. He's fine. The mask is a little goofy at times. Some shots it looks creepy, and other shots you're like, oh, why can't you just get that original mask? Like, why can't we just copy it? Why is it so hard to make it look as good as the original? But they can't. They do what they can. Fine. And I was sitting here rewatching it thinking how boring it was, how much I didn't care about these characters, how dumb they were all acting, and how much you were just waiting, yearning for Michael to show up and kill as many as he can. It just didn't happen quick enough. But sure, the kills happen. Some of them are decent. Some of them are whatever, paint by numbers. You have the group of kids who are watching the reality show from this party, and they're all reacting to it and getting into it. All of these things that I'm like, wow, this is one of the laziest plots really to any horror movie, but especially a Halloween horror movie. And then Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, who is not a good actor. He's not. He had no business being in this movie. I don't understand why he was in this movie, but if you wanted to do the thing, hey, they had LL Cool J in the last movie. You want to continue the tradition now of having a rapper in one of these movies. And maybe you just want to have him here and then kill him off. Fine. Fine. But then you have the scene where he dresses up like Michael Myers to scare the kids in the house. He sees the real Michael Myers, interacts with him, not realize he thinks it's like some other worker. And he's yelling at him, bossing him around, telling him to go to this thing and do this and that. And Michael looks at him and then listens to him. Gets bitched out, basically, by Busta Rhymes. Then Busta Rhymes has a fight scene. A fucking fight scene with Michael Myers where he does karate, literally, like literally makes those noises, does karate kicks Michael Myers outside of a window, and then you're thinking, what the fuck, is this real life right now? Is this really happening? Did this really get made? Somebody really directed these scenes and thought that's going to be great. People are going to love that. But wait, there's more. Because even then, if you then had killed Busta Rhymes, it's like, fine, still stupid, but at least Michael got his back. No, Busta Rhymes once again gets the upper hand on him, seemingly kills him by tying him up and burning him. What? Somehow Busta Rhymes became like the main character, became the hero of the movie, and beats and defeats Michael Myers. Wow! Strike number 57, if it's even more than that. It could be. What the fuck? And then you get to the end, and it has some dumb cliffhanger ending, how he somehow survived being burned alive. Fuck you. Fuck this movie. Fuck this film. Piece of shit. I swear to God, it's no wonder why they had to remake it. There's no other place they could have gone after this debacle, this piece of shit, this cancer of a movie. Anyways, guys, obviously I did not enjoy rewatching this movie. Hopefully I never have to watch it ever again. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Halloween Resurrection. If you like it, more power to you. Seriously. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!